All right, so here's how I set up my charts on Tradovate for day trading futures. But real quick, as always, before we hop into it, if you guys do find value in today's video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. But let's go ahead and let's hop into the video. All right, so by default, when you open up Tradovate, it is going to look probably something just like this. It looks like a disaster. So we're going to simplify the chart layout, and I'm going to show you guys how to properly set this up. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to go on over here to this active trader, and we want to find this X button right here to close it. Then from there, we're going to select don't show this task again, and then hit OK. Next thing we're going to do is close this tab down here. So again, hit the close button. And then one more time with this tab down here, again, we're going to hit close. All right, so now what we have is just two charts. Now, I mainly trade the S&P futures as well as the NASDAQ futures and their micros. So we're going to keep ES here at the top left, but we're going to get rid of the euro. So what we're going to do is click on that. We're going to find this X button right here. Again, close it. We're going to select this right here, which I believe is Bitcoin. Yeah, so again, we're going to go ahead and close this. Select Microsoft and close it. Now, as far as over here, we're going to hit the X button and get rid of the bonds. And then we're also going to get rid of crude oil. All right, so now we're going to head up here to this top left where it says add modules. We're going to select this. We're going to find chart, and then we're going to click and drag it to the right side of the screen. That way it makes two separate charts. Now for this chart, what we are going to type in is we are going to type in NQ, and then whatever the expiration is. Currently we're on NQH6. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to select that. Now, like I said, I also trade the micros. So on the left chart, because this is the S&P future, we're going to hit new tab. So this plus button right here. And then we are going to find MES. And then again, whatever the expiration is currently, which is MES H6. We're going to select that. And now we have the micros pulled up as well. Now, as far as the NASDAQ, we're going to click new tab. And again, we are going to pull up the micros. So we're going to find MNQ and then the expiration, which again is currently H6. So we're going to select that. Now we have the micro version of the NASDAQ futures, the mini version of the NASDAQ futures, the micro version of the S&P futures, and then the mini version of the S&P futures. All right, so now the next thing that we want to do is we want to get rid of this data box right here. So we're just going to find this X button and then we're going to click it. Same thing over here, find the X button, and then we're going to click it. Now, as we can see, we do not have candlestick charts on these two right here, as well as I believe the MES. Yep, so we don't have candlesticks on these three. So what we're going to do, again, close these data boxes on these other two. But to get our candlesticks, we want to go right here to where it says bars. We want to click that, and then we want to select candlestick. We're going to do the same thing on NQ, find where it says bars, and then we're going to select candlestick. Same thing on MES, find bars, select candlestick. Now to change your time frame, that's going to be this button right here. So usually I'm watching a 5-minute time frame, so I would just select the time period and select 5-minute time frame. Again, on all of these, make it a 5-minute. Same thing over here, 5-minute. And then this one's already on a 5-minute time frame. Perfect. Okay, so now ES looks like a disaster. So to clean this up, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to where it says configure chart elements, and we're going to select that. Now we are going to remove the Bollinger Bands, the SMA, and the RSI. Now what we're going to do is find this button right here that says indicators, and we're going to click on that, and we're going to go down until we find moving averages. Now we are going to click where it says moving averages, and we are going to select EMA. Now for this first 8 EMA, I like to make this 8 EMA. So for the period, you'll just bring it down to 8. And I personally make mine like this purple color right here. So again, you'll just select this and then choose the color that you want. And then you'll head down here and you'll hit save. So now here's our 8 EMA. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to add the 21 EMA. So we're going to go back into indicators, click that, choose EMA. We're going to set the period to 21. And then I personally make my 21 EMA that white color right there. Again, same thing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hit save. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add one final indicator. So again, go back to the indicators. We're going to hit this back button right here. And what we want to do is we want to go down to where it says explore community indicators. And we're going to select that. Now, once we select that, we are going to have all of these different indicators pop up. The very first one should be VWAP. So if your first one is not VWAP, just go right here and type in VWAP. But once you find this one right here, you want to go ahead and hit install. Now, once it's installed, you then want to hit the close button. So now once we do that, we want to head back here to where it says indicators, and we want to select that. And then we want to find right here where it says CE tools. Now we want to select CE tools, and then we want to find CE VWAP, and we want to make sure to select it. Now, as far as VWAP, I do not use the upper or lower band. So we want to uncheck the upper band, and then we want to uncheck the lower band. Now, personally, I keep my VWAP orange. If you want to make it a different color, you can. But all we have to make sure that we do not use is the upper and lower band. And then from there, we want to hit save. And boom, now we have the VWAP, the 8 EMA, as well as the 21 EMA. Now from here, what we're going to do is go up here to where it says template list, click that, and then we want to do save template. And we're just going to go ahead and name this 821 VWAP. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit save. Now on all these other charts, we're just going to pull them up. We're going to go down to the template list. And we are going to choose 821 VWAP. And boom, you can see it pulled it up right there. Same thing over here on NQ. Go over to template list, choose 821 VWAP. Boom, there we go. And then one more time, template list, 821 VWAP. And that's how I set up my charts for day trading. Now, if you want to add volume, you can. I'm mainly watching volume on different platforms. But if you want to put on volume, you're going to go here to where it says indicators. And you're going to go down to where it says volume and just select it. Now, as far as volume, you can make it any color. I'll just make it like a bright blue. And then go ahead and hit save. And you can see I have my volume down here. So if you want to add volume to those charts, you can. Like I said, I personally watch volume on a different platform. Now, the only other thing that we need to do is go up here to where it says add module. Click on that. And I like to have the accounts on my chart. There's a bunch of different things that you guys could do. But all I'm going to do is take this accounts, click it, drag it, and then put it down here. So pretty much when I'm trading, I can just see how much I'm up or down here, especially if I'm copy trading through many accounts. I'll see them all pop up down here and exactly how much I am up or down on the day. And that's how you set up Tradovate for day trading. Again, this is my personal preference when it comes to Tradovate. You can play around with it, customize it more. There's tons of different options, but this is personally how I like to have mine set up. So if you guys did find value in today's video, as always, make sure to hit that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. Other than that, everybody have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.